tonight?
Oh, I'm just going to pull up our slides. And tonight we are going to be talking all about finishing the year strong because, I feel
Yeah.
like October, November, December, they get really, really busy, but you can build during the busy season. Typically, Q4 is the biggest season and quarter for Hue and Grace. So don't make the assumption people are too busy to buy. They aren't. This is
Right.
always the
It's
busiest time.
yeah, this is a crazy good time for Hugh and Grace and for us to grow our business. But the sneaky thing is though, this is the time when we all get busy. Therefore, we think we can, lay off of our business, or not even think, but we have a tendency not to be consistent with our business, which will end up biting you in the rear end come January.
Yeah.
So that's why we want to help you finish the year strong.
Yes. And before we get into everything, we just want to welcome our three new team members to
Yay.
Team Moxie. We have Sherry, and Sherry's on the call, so yay. Um,
Yay.
Jody, she just signed up today,
Today.
and then Katie joined last week. So
Yes.
we are so excited for you all to be here.
Yeah. I'm tickled.
Sorry,
No, I'm
finger
tickled to
got
have
busy.
everybody. You're good.
Me
We're
too.
ready.
Okay. So the very first thing we want to talk about is mindset and vision, because we want you to know it's not about working more, but it's just about working with purpose. So finding if you got 15 minutes, you're really plugging in for those 15 minutes. We're not asking,
No.
we know this season is not going to be like the season where we're going through all these new trainings or anything like that.
No.
Like it's really going to be focused in on what moves the needle, what's going to make you an income, and what's going to move us forward.
Right.
So we wanted to kind of do, we like
We are gift
some
givers.
gifts.
I think
Yeah.
that's one of our love languages.
Yeah,
Like we like to give gifts.
we do. So we wanted to do a quick little challenge. So don't forget you have your SAV punch card. So if you hit SAV 3 months in a row, you get a prize. So make sure if you're
Yeah.
at your third month, message us so you can get your prize.
Yeah.
Then you get another one at 6, 9, and 12.
Yep.
But this is on top of that.
Yeah, I'm so excited about this one.
Yeah.
So if you noticed in the team thread, I put our goal
Mhm.
for this month. So we're kind of challenging, not kind of, we're challenging you to set your goal for the rest of the year.
Yep. So you need to do it for October, November, and December.
Mm.
You can just choose to tell us what your October is right now. November 1st, you can tell us,
Yeah.
and December 1st, you can tell us. But to get this cute little glass right here with the Hue and Grace logo, you'll need to pick one goal, share it in the group, and then you need to hit it
Yeah.
in order to get the little cute glass.
Yeah. So hit it for October, then hit it whatever your November is for November, hit it whatever it is for December.
Mhm.
So you could set something like an income goal, rank goal. Like, I put in the thread our rank goal is for SMT, but I also put our PV goal. So I did a double
Yeah.
goal on us.
Yeah.
So
And it's like if you want to do multiple, you can,
mhm.
because if you set a rank goal, like say we both want to be SMT, that will automatically get us the leadership retreat. And it's also going to move us towards our income goal. But sometimes it just helps, like, I don't know, like for us, like I remember I wanted to go on a Disney trip that
Mhm.
Beachbody offered. And so that helped motivate me more than the income at that point, when we first signed up.
Yeah.
So figure out what gets you really excited and then like focus on that. But as you focus on it, all the other good things are going to happen too.
Right. I was going to say we didn't put it on here, but in your back office in the widget, you can see your escape trip, how far you are from earning it.
Yeah.
So that might be something you want to put on there. Like, do you want to have earned the Cancun trip by the end of the year?
Yeah. And you absolutely could. It's very doable.
Yes. Yeah.
But once you figure out what you want your goal to be, at least for October, you could
Mhm.
be an overachiever and pick all 3 months, but
Mhm.
just for October, share it in the mentorship thread, and that'll be what gets you entered for the class.
Right.
And it can also be a new client, or like I want 2 new clients every month, or I want an
Yeah.
advocate
This
every.
list here is just
It's
a
just a kind of,
suggestion list. Like you can make it
yeah,
whatever
you can
you
get
want.
creative
Yeah.
with it. Which goes on to the next
Mhm.
slide, because your goal does not have to match anyone else's. So if you hear us say like, oh, we want to go to leadership or we want to
Yeah.
go to Cancun, and that doesn't turn you on, then that should not be your
No.
goal. Like the most powerful goal is going to be the one that really resonates with why you want it. So think about like, what will hitting this goal do for me, my family, my confidence, my momentum,
Mhm.
the people I'm helping,
Right. If you need some help, figuring out, sorry, my nose is running.
Gold.
Kaylee's probably we were looking like, I'm sorry, Kaylee. Like somebody just might want to make $200 more a month, or they might want to pay cash for all of their Christmas presents.
Mhm.
So this really can be a personalized goal.
Yeah, and that makes it even more specific. So if you said, I want to earn $500, well, why? For the
Yeah.
Christmas present. So you're not having to worry about
Yeah.
like the 25% credit card fee,
Yeah.
in January. Like you can just pay in cash. So just think about what you want your goal to be. And then once you've picked out your goal, make it something visual. And it's amazing how much this helps. Like we both have a vision board that's just like I bought a big piece of cardboard at the grocery store, cut it in half, and
Yeah.
like I made me one and made her one. And it stays like mine's in my closet. Like I have it
Yeah.
attached to the wall and it has a little car on it. And I move the car
Driving
as
down the street as we hit our goals.
yeah, it's really cute. It's a Bronco because I would like a
Yes.
Bronco.
And I have that. And then in my closet, I have a whiteboard. And we had set a goal to hit $4,800 dollars in PV, like just,
Just sales.
yeah, just sales, not their OV. So each time we're hitting 200, I'm taking one of those Post-its down. We had high hopes to do that in 1 month, but now we're more realistic. We understand. So that's probably our end of the year.
Yeah. But that also says something like, so if you set, like, don't worry, if you set a goal that's really high, you can always adjust it. Like, we didn't say, well, we didn't hit 4,800. Well, we're screwed. We're never doing that again. Like,
Yeah.
we just adjusted it.
Yeah.
But create this, a visual reminder. It could also be a sticky note on your mirror. You could write it in lipstick on your mirror. A phone background works really great. A screenshot of the vision board so you can carry it around on your phone. I loved the idea of a thermometer too.
Yeah.
You could put like if it's an income goal, you could put it and like mark off as you go. And then the other thing is, as you're thinking about the goal, really in like your heart of hearts, think about like, what happens if I work and this works? Like, and I have this happen, my goal happens. How are you going to feel? How's it going to feel like when you wake up in the morning or you tell somebody or you bring somebody in and you show them what's possible? Like, think about how all of that stuff feels and that energy. And then also go with like, what happens if you don't?
What happens if I don't do the work, don't hit the goal?
Yeah,
What's
like I
gonna
just
happen?
decided to sleep
Yeah.
in or watch, the
Yeah.
TV show or something instead of just following up with my people or I
Yeah,
just
it's
don't want to do
really
that.
getting cozy in this bed here lately.
Mhm.
I want to get up and start work.
Yeah.
But I think that's really important.
Mhm.
Like, consider what's going to happen if you don't put in the work, how far it's going to keep you from hitting your goal. But what Kaylee just said, what happens if you do the work?
Yeah.
Because I don't think we give ourselves enough time to dream like we used to as kids. So seriously, sit down sometime, like even if it's while you're in the shower, because we all have to take a shower, daydream for a few minutes. What happens if I do hit this goal? Because it is possible, y'all. But you have to allow yourself that time to dream it, to feel like it's real and that can happen.
Yeah.
If you don't stop to think about it and stop to dream about it, it doesn't feel real or it doesn't feel possible. So take that time.
Like if your goal is like the Christmas presents, think about like what it's going to be like. Are you going to buy them online? Are you going to go to the store?
Yeah.
Are you going to have them gift wrap it because you can just pay that extra $7 for them to gift wrap it? Or are you going to do it? If you are you going to get one of those pretty boxes at TJ Maxx to put it in? What's it going to be like when they open it? What's it going to look like under your tree? Think about like all the details because as you do that, there's that whole like the attraction, like you start attracting what you're thinking about. So it just pulls all that stuff closer to you. Just like when you think about like, I want to buy a red car, then you see all the red cars. So it doesn't have to be like woo woo or like anti, like, like we're Christians, like it has to be God's will, but God also expects us to show up and work and plug into what he wants us to do.
When you start dreaming about it, you'll start seeing the pathways to take, providing it's God's will. You'll start seeing the paths to take. But if you're not going to think about it or think about it being possible, you're not going to see those paths that are in front of you. They're going to be in front of you, but your eyes have to be open to see them. So,
Because our brains are wired to protect us,
Mhm.
keep us safe, keep us cozy in the bed,
yeah,
to let ourselves off the hook, like because we are busy versus, like we have to switch that gear in our brain and to look for the possibilities and look for the paths. And
Yeah.
then you'll be able to see them because you've switched something in your brain.
right. It's just so much easier to say, I don't have time or I don't feel like it. So you have to keep that joy of feel what it's going to feel like when you hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
I just paid for Christmas all in cash. I won't ever forget that feeling. And then as we've gradually built our business up, you're going to think this is a bit frou-frou, and it is. I admit it 100%. But we went to New York,
Mm-hmm.
and as a treat, we went to Tiffany
Mm-hmm.
or Tiffany's, and I bought myself a charm. And I don't, I think
Yeah.
Jake bought you a charm,
Yeah.
but it meant something
Got that ring.
because we actually went into the store, the
Mm-hmm.
flagship store in New
Yep.
York, and I bought a charm,
Yeah.
cash.
Yep.
So just that was an amazing feeling. So just feel that feeling, even
Mhm.
though it hasn't happened yet.
Yep.
No.
And then just remember, like we are not motivated every single day. Like the people that you follow online, like Megan or Kaylee Calabrese or Melissa McAllister, those people are not motivated every single day. They have things going on too,
Yeah.
but they're just disciplined. So that discipline is going to be what helps you keep that promise to yourself. It's not just, you're not, I don't, if anybody ever just wakes up always motivated, I've never met them, and it's definitely not me.
Well, I mean, it's just like going to work. I
Mhm.
mean, your motivation is if I don't go to work, I'm going to get fired.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just have to create your own motivation
Mhm.
to build
Yep.
this business.
Yep. And now that we have our goal and we have our vision, we need to plan ahead for the chaos
Yeah.
because it's going to happen. Like it's going to be Halloween, and then it's going to be Thanksgiving, and then it's going to be Christmas. And you can either end the year really, really strong and be like, I cannot believe what I accomplished in the last 70 days.
Yeah.
Or you can be like, well, I'm right where I was, except now I don't even have as much momentum.
Yeah.
Like, it really depends on how you want to work.
And I'll go back to what Kaylee said. This next slides, we're not asking you to recreate the wheel or to grow your business by 50 new advocates. We're going to try to help you maintain and build, not lose your momentum.
So working ahead can help you relax and rest and enjoy your holidays. We don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, I never can breathe. Why did I ever do this? I thought this was going to be something I enjoyed, and now I'm miserable. That can happen, but that's why we work ahead.
Yeah.
So instead of planning for the last day of the month, because that's like when, if you want to hit a certain rank or you have a PV goal or an income goal, everything resets at the first of the month. So instead of waiting until the last day, for the next 3 months, we thought it would be fun to try to push it up. So treat October 29th as the last day of the month. That way you have October 30th and then Halloween just off. Like, I mean, yes, you should, like, we'll be posting, we'll be doing the follow-ups and stuff, but it just takes that pressure off.
Your goal is hit by the 29th, and anything after that is
It's just
extra. It's no stress.
Yep. In November, we want to push, so we're making it a little bit shorter. So you get a little shorter each month because you can do this. You can hit it in 21 days. So our goal will be the Friday before Thanksgiving. And of course, we'll have Black Friday. We'll have some Cyber Monday stuff. But really, if you can hit it by the 21st, you just have such a relaxing Thanksgiving. You don't have to think about like, when am I going grocery? Like you could just have this time to go grocery shopping. You have all this freedom.
You have all the freedom. And just so you're not, slightly panicked at the moment that you're going in and cheating and looking at the deadline for December, go ahead and know in your brain that Kaylee and I are on the same plan as you are. So we are fixing our calendars so that we're got the challenges lined up. So we have income opportunities here set before these days.
Yeah, so you'll be able to plug into all of those, but this allows you to beat the chaos. Also, people are going to be not on their phones like on Halloween. They're not going to be on their phones on Facebook necessarily around Thanksgiving. They're going to be cooking, or they're going to be pulling up Amazon deals because those start, I don't know, I feel like they probably already have started.
They're starting November 1st.
Yeah, so they're not going to be on Facebook. They're not going to be on Instagram. So the more we can get on in our goals, like while people are online, the better.
Yeah.
And same thing with December. Once the 15th hits, people are going to be taking off work. They're going to be traveling. So we need to go ahead and build in time when they are online to plug into whatever it is. Plus, now you'll be able to enjoy the holidays a little bit
That's
better.
my massive motivation right there. I want my goals hit so I can do what's necessary, my daily tracker, like go in and engage, network, but I'm not having to freak out about
All the extras.
all the extras. Yeah.
So as you're starting to think about how you want to plan your time, you want to be hitting those goals a little bit earlier, go ahead and look at November and December and put everything on one calendar. Put all of your events, if you go to a friend's Thanksgiving the weekend before, put that on there. If you have any doctor's appointments, put those on there. Anything that you know that you want to include and that's going to happen, put that on there. So if you have family time or travel time around the holidays, put that on there. That way, okay, those days I'm probably not going to be hitting anything. I'm going to do it for 15 minutes here and there, and that's it. Then like the day before, the day after, all right, I need a little more time to work, and you can block that out. And don't forget to schedule your downtime and then your work time intentionally. So you don't, just like I said, you might have one day that you just can't work.
Right.
Don't get down on yourself. Just make sure that you schedule in your work time for the next day.
Right.
And then plan for what actually moves the needle. So don't be worrying about like, is this reel the best thing and spending, an hour on the reel. Just think about, okay, well, really what moves the needle is me talking to people.
Yeah. Am I engaging with people? Am I getting on, like we showed you, I think a couple of weeks ago, am I hitting that friends tab and am I engaging with everybody? Am I following up with people who have watched my stories? Am I talking to actual people? So that moves the needle.
And then eliminate some of the distractions because we do want you to be laser focused when you do sit down to work. That way you can get in and you can get out. So using a timer, I will just type into like Google, like set a 15-minute timer. And that's how I'll know like, okay, well, I got 15 minutes. I need to follow up with 5 people. Let's get this done.
Yeah.
And use the daily tracker. It's in the Moxie playbook. That's literally like what we do every day. And if there's certain things that you're like, well, if I just hit this 3 times a week, that's a whole lot better than if you just said, well, I can't do that. So hit it 3 times a week, but focus on those income producing activities. Another thing that we really like to do is to batch content ahead of time. So I know for me, I don't always want to take a picture of myself. Like it's just
Not
this,
tonight.
I don't want a picture right now. Like, so anytime that I feel like, okay, well, this ain't half bad, I'll go ahead and film like a couple of B-roll videos of me just making my shake or sipping the shake or walking outside, just being silly.
Well, like yesterday we were at the grocery store. I don't know if you've seen the reels or the picture Kaylee took, but it just takes a minute, even if it's just you by yourself. You can get a video of you pushing your cart or what items are in your cart or something on the shelf. Like those are opportunities to get a video or picture.
Yeah. Like I wanted to do one of me reaching into the pantry to get a piece of candy out for a reel. And so like that was just something really quick. I didn't change clothes. I didn't worry about it. I just got it done. But when we do feel cute, pretty, we'll, take pictures. We can prop your phone up on anything, put it in selfie mode. If you're worried about what you look like, Instagram has so many filters. Use a filter. Like
I went on today just like this, but I used the natural filter, so it wasn't half bad.
Yeah. And you can snap a screenshot. Like there's been times I've used that same filter and it's been on video. Like I'll leave it on hands-free and I'll be like,
yeah. I didn't know.
And then I do that. And it's on a video. And so then I'll save the
Yeah.
video like to my phone. And then I'll be like, okay, well that angle doesn't look bad. And I'll screenshot it. And then that's my picture for the day. That way it has a filter on it.
I like it. Oh, and another suggestion, because Kaylee said you could prop it. And we were the prop queens, okay? Propping sometimes it would just fall, the book would fall, whatever. Go to Amazon. We can give you a link if you want. You can get a selfie stick, or I have a little bitty tripod thing. They're cheap. All right.
So one I have, I think, was $15 and it's amazing. You can twist it to be horizontal, vertical. It's awesome.
It's worth the investment. That way you're not spending time. Because we know the time it took. We were talking stools involved, a canister, a book. That just takes time. If you have the $10, $15, $20, we'll send you a link and it'll save you time.
It's well worth it. And then just start simplifying your posts, your invites, and your emails. Make them quick, clear, and consistent. And that's going to even help the person on the other side because they don't want to be reading a book right now. They're busy too. You are more than welcome on the Ghost Your Cravings. We went ahead and created captions that you can use every day until November 10th. So you can play with them, you can change them, or you can use them exactly as they are. They do work better when it's a picture of you or a video of you, or even if it's like the candy that you pick up, like just show something that like you took a picture of. And that's not
a stock photo. Like When I say a stock photo, I mean something that we've pulled from Hugh and Grace. They're fine every once in a while, but the pictures of you candid, even if you think you look bad, unless it's just a hideous picture and you're not ever going to show it, those usually do better. And
Mhm.
even like a picture of your your hand holding it, if that's all you want in it, that
Yeah.
does better. Your Halloween candy sitting in a bowl with your hand going in it, that's better than just a stock photo.
Yep. Um, and then you can't do it all. So just focus on what matters the most, which we kind of talked about. And then the mindset reset, because, it's easy to feel overwhelmed.
Mm.
And I feel like we can always make an excuse because I feel like we kind of talked about the mindset part in the summer because we were like, everybody's so busy. We're all traveling. Other people are traveling. I can't get a hold of them. So the mindset is something you're going to have to work on year round because it's easy to feel overwhelmed and that's going to steal your energy. It's going to make you feel like, oh, they just don't get it. Or like, because I've been there. I'm like, well, they don't get
Or
it.
I'm just spinning my wheels.
Yeah, and
Nobody's
yeah,
answering.
I should be further along. Why aren't
Mhm.
they doing this? And so, but if you like hear yourself doing that, switch it back. Like think about like why are you here? Like what is the purpose instead of focusing on the pressure? Like think about like every single person that you're talking to that you're like, well, why won't they reply back? Like like you've made that connection. That's
Yep.
something to be grateful for. Like you're helping them. So
Focus on the gratitude. Be grateful.
yeah. So anytime you feel like you want to say like, I'm so busy or I'm so overwhelmed, think about like that you're grateful for the opportunities to grow. You get to build a business that you love. Think about like where it'll be in a year from now. That you're getting to lead with intention. You're not just like spinning, like even if it feels like you're spinning your wheels, you're not. You're building that momentum. It's a snowball.
Yeah.
It's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. And then adjust your expectations for the next couple of months.
Yeah.
It does not have to be pretty. It does not have to be perfect. It's gonna be messy.
Yeah.
And the people that are willing to accept the mess are the people that are gonna see that massive growth because so many other people are gonna just like be like, I don't got time for this. I'll plug back in January. We now have the best time because like other people are just gonna take it
Yeah.
off.
This is where it makes or breaks sometimes some people because they do take off from Halloween on. They're like, nope, I'll just pick it back up in January. Same with the diet or workouts. No, I'll just wait until January. And if you've ever done that with your workout or your food, you know what it feels like come January. It's the same thing with your business. And even with your workout or your diet, even if you're making small steps each day, even though, yeah, you're having an extra Christmas cookie, but you're still getting on the treadmill and walking, that makes a difference versus just eating the whole tin of cookies.
Yeah. It makes such a difference.
Yeah, if you get my metaphor, everything that you're doing with your business is going to help.
Yep. It does not have to be carrots and
No.
broccoli. It can be a
A
cookie.
cookie.
Yeah. So plan your time to work each day. Some days might look longer. Some days might look like the bare minimum. That's totally normal. That's totally okay. One of the things that I've always noticed with our like business in the past with Beachbody, it was like, I mean, we always had our numbers for November and December, but we would have these huge January and Februaries.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that we were working so much harder in January and February, but it was because people saw us show up in November and December and they were like, these girls, they're going to take care of me. They know what they're talking about. They don't take like they're always showing up and showing me that they can do this. And that consistency compounded. And that's why they decided to join us versus somebody else. And so what you're doing now is going to grow your business. And then come January and February, it's just a snowball. It's just going to keep going.
And you're going to be able to pick up where the other people fall off. And that's what makes a true leader.
Yeah. So just, if you are like, I just felt overwhelmed, I don't know even where to start today, just think about like, what's one thing that I can do to move me forward?
Yeah, that's pretty easy to add, what is one thing I can do and do it.
Yeah, maybe it's reaching out to, and it can be different each day. Like you might reach out to somebody one day, you might reach out to a business the next day, you might follow up one day, you might post one day, you might batch your content and take a whole bunch of pictures with your selfie stick one day.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, you want to keep your vision where you can see it at all times. Like, make sure that you see it. Cause I mean, like, if you don't, it's just going to fall away. Like our brains have to see something over and over again for it to matter, to us and just to keep it front of mind. So the foam wallpaper is great. The sticky notes, you can put one in your car, put one on your window, put one on the fridge, wherever. Use your planner and your iPhone calendar for reminders. I'll set them up like I was missing or I wasn't missing the call, but I always would, Jamie does a call and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
at like 11 o'clock on a Thursday. And I'm like, this is such a weird time. So now my calendar will go off 30 minutes before. So I know like, okay, it's time to get a stopping point. You need to hop on this.
Yeah.
So use those reminders on your phone. And then you can also print a picture that represents like your December win and put it on the fridge. So like, where do you want to be in the next like 70 days?
And take like, it's not on here, but I keep saying it, take some time to dream it, not just post it. Dream it, see it happening.
Yeah.
Key days and events.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have our November and December calendars planned out. On the next slide, I just put the actual dates, but we do have the calendar. I can put this in our thread, but we also have the two calendars I'll share. What's coming up right now, tomorrow, advocates can buy a chocolate triple boost. We aren't 100% sure, but we're like 90% sure tomorrow is the only day that you can buy it. So just if you want it, plan on getting it tomorrow. We just don't know if it's going to be open like the 24th or 25th. So tomorrow is your chocolate triple boost day, advocates only. Then on Monday, our Ghost or Cravings free event starts, and that has the protein kickstart meal plan with it. So with the Ghost or Cravings, we're going to be talking about like high protein meals. We're going to start mixing in triple boost in there, hydrate detox, collagen, to try to, just educate people on like why this is such a great option, because you're not having to like meal prep a whole lot, and it's really clean. It's third party tested. So that will lead us into a paid challenge in November. So if you're adding people to the Ghost or Cravings, it's a free event, but it's going to lead to hopefully some clients throughout the week. And then on Tuesday, Chocolate Triple Boost comes out for clients.
Yay.
Yeah. And then we'll move
Quick question.
in.
Well, for the advocates tomorrow, will there be a limit to how many you can buy?
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, it's
yeah,
good.
yeah, I know. Like, we three got to purchase it at Elevate, Sherry. So it's good. It's like a chocolate milk. That's all I know. Like some of the chocolate proteins we've had before are really hard to stomach. Like they try to cover up the healthy part, and this is really good.
Yeah, it's not slimy or earthy or like dark chocolate. It's more like milk, like you said, like a milk chocolate.
And it's smooth. It's so smooth, no grit. But anyway,
yeah, you can mix it with just milk. So I'm
Yeah.
super excited about that, because people have told me like, well, I like the vanilla, but I have to make a smoothie
Yeah.
out of it. This, I mean, you could literally mix it with milk and just shake it in a shaker cup.
it's good. So on the Ghost Your Cravings, everything's set up, y'all. Like really seriously, all you have to do is invite to it. We've got all the posts ready. You need to support whatever, comes into the group that you invited. And Kaylee told you, she has the post already created that you can use through November 10th. So that's another stress relief for you there. And as we go on to the 14 days of No Crave November, we're going to do the same for y'all. So really all you have to do is use the materials that we've pre-made. You probably need to take some pictures.
Yeah.
So you can use those with the post.
And that's why we gave them to you a little bit ahead of a time. So like you can go look and see like, okay, well, November 5th, this is the type of picture I'd want. And you can kind of batch it all.
So just go ahead and be thinking of that. So, and know you can take, I don't have to create posts. They're going to do that for me. The only thing I have to do is get some pictures made or some videos that I can put with those. In between that, we have the Cash for Christmas business op. This is going to be really fun, y'all, because I think people think of, it's another business opportunity call. But when people think of it, I could earn $500 by Christmas. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And like so many people like, go and get the extra job at Kohl's or, like the department stores and things, and they're having to be outside of their house, or they're, picking up Uber Eats or DoorDash.
The holidays.
Yeah.
I remember, I know this is a long time ago, but as a teenager, I was trying to earn cash and I was Santa's helper. I didn't like being out away from my family during the holidays. In fact, I quit before Christmas Eve, so I didn't miss it,
Yeah.
So this is a good way to stay home
Yeah.
and make some money,
Mhm.
and you don't miss your holiday festivities with your family by working an extra job.
Yeah, and we'll offer like a make $500 by Christmas guide. So like we'll walk through like, okay, well, if you invite this many people, this is how many people will probably buy, and this is your boost bonus. And so we'll really break it down so people can see like, okay, this is exactly what I need to do. If I do this, I'll have this $500.
Yep.
So we're gonna make it really simple. And we'll talk a little bit more about the products too. So if they've never tried the products, it's still something to invite them to, because we'll kind of share some of our favorites, things that we think would do well at Christmas time. Hopefully by then we'll have some of the Black Friday deals that we can mention.
Yeah,
So, like it'll just, it'll be a nice Christmas vibe.
Yeah.
And then we'll start our 14 days of No Crave at November on November 10th. You can honestly invite to this from October 27th when the cravings start all the way up until the 10th, because they're going to have a meal plan. But they'll have to order triple boost at least to get in the group, but they can order it. Oh, we're going to say like the second is really the last day that you could get it by the 10th, but they could still join the group and just do something else for breakfast.
Right.
Mix in, like whatever other meal that they wanted, because there are options that don't have triple
Well, they
boost in
could go
them.
back to the Ghost Your Cravings because that meal plan is triple boost free.
Yep.
So they could go back to that meal plan until their triple boost came in.
Yep. So Ghost Your Cravings to promote now until Monday. And then after Monday, you'll have triple the chocolate. And then after that, start with No Crave. So
Well,
you have
and
something.
don't forget to promote the
Oh, yeah.
business opportunity
Sorry.
call.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And then that'll wrap up before Thanksgiving. So people, they can now have their holidays.
Yep. They're ready. Dino.
Yeah.
They're ready.
And then there'll be a hormone harmony call, which is like a free master class on the 17th. This is something that Jamie puts together. And it's going to be on environmental toxins and how we can clean up our health and our metabolism and the endocrine system and hormones, all with cleaning up what's in our environment.
Right. And you can invite anybody to this. It's a great way. It's kind of like hosting the free Ghost Your Cravings. It's a funnel and it's free. So if those
Very
people,
high value,
Yes.
good tips.
it's like a webinar almost. That's how you could promote it. It's a health webinar. It's excellent content. Doctors, functional practitioners, people with education in these fields are the ones giving these calls. So it's high quality and a lot of great information.
Yep.
So invite anybody.
And then we'll have Thanksgiving with Black Friday. We'll do a small business Saturday type thing. And then December. So like this is all of your, this is how you're going to get your volume and your goals in November. And then we're going to kick off December with a Cyber Monday bash. So you could technically hit your SAV,
Yes.
your 800 PV on December 1st with the Cyber Monday bash.
Yes, if you need to, we have it on the calendar when to start promoting and all that.
Yep.
But the bash is like the other bashes we've done before, which have always done well for us. So it's the same kind of vibe where we'll go live at certain times during the day.
Yeah. And we'll have prizes and all of that.
Yeah.
And we'll share both calendars that are in like a calendar format in the message thread too. And I know, Sherry, you like to do stuff in person, or you've thought about it. Like you could take any of this stuff and like make it into like, belly to belly, person to person, like, and we can help with that too.
I was gonna say that Cyber Monday bash, I mean, belly to belly, you could do a open house or whatever. And, just share all the Black Friday specials in your home or at a location. That would be fun.
It would be a lot.
Yeah.
Like have the body oils and the skincare, like all the stuff that like you would want to buy for like, your sister-in-law or,
Yeah, I mean,
like,
it would be really
your
neat to set
daughter,
that up, the Christmas decorations around your house, or I keep saying your house, you might not want to have it at your house, but at a location, like,
classroom, whatever.
Yeah.
We're gonna have like peppermint scrubs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know Carla, she's not on because she had something that she had to do tonight, but she's doing a spa party.
That's fun.
Yeah. And so
Oh, yeah.
I loved that idea. So to kind of wrap up, don't wait for the perfect time, because it's just
Not gonna
never going to
happen.
happen. I mean, if you had thought like in the, I need to get my stuff together before I could start in January. And then it's like, well, now I've got to get ready for summer. I'm going to be traveling.
let's
And then
just
it's
be
the holidays.
honest.
There's always going to be an excuse.
So, like, is there ever a
Yeah.
perfect time for anything? Like, no.
Yeah.
I mean, never in my whole life.
Hmm.
Well, I'm gonna wait for the perfect time to get married, wait for the perfect time to have a kid, wait for the perfect time to buy out. There's never.
No.
So like
Yeah.
you just got to
No.
make it.
Yep. So we have about 70 days left. What you do will shape like how you go into 2026. Like that momentum is huge. Like I mentioned, January and February was really big for us because we had so many people on our list from November and December.
Right. And you're not going to have to kill yourself through the
Mm-mm.
end of the year. You're just going to have to stay consistent.
So what's next? We want, once you figure out what your goal is, and you can make it as detailed as as you want. It can be a paragraph in the thread, or it can be a sentence. But
Could be a picture.
share and declare what you want to happen in at least October. And then that'll get you qualified moving forward for the cup. And then share if you have a picture of the goal. That would be great. We would love to see like your sticky note.
Mm.
And then think about what's one thing you can commit to doing this week to move your business forward.